Welcome back, everybody. Today, I want to talk about how important it is for you to be communicating with your accounting firm that is helping you handle your taxes and your books. There are a lot of things that can happen in an individual and a business owner's life that we really need to know about sooner versus later to help you prepare for the fallout or even troubleshoot if need be. And lately, it's been happening a lot where something extreme happens, but nobody tells us, and we find out after the fact, and then we've missed the window to do anything about it. So, just to give you some examples of things that would trigger you to give your accountant a call, like you're selling your business. Maybe you're in a partnership and you're selling your shares. Maybe you've just sold your business completely. That's probably a reason to call your CPA before that all happens so that you can be prepared. Because not only are there implications in your books that we need to make sure we take into account, but of course, there are going to be tax implications as well that I want to make sure our clients are prepared for when they're selling a business. So, letting us know way before it happens, not after the fact, so incredibly important. Another thing that would trigger you to call your accountants is when you add a new credit card or change bank accounts. Very often, we don't find these things out until we're in the books reconciling things and we realize that things aren't what they should be or where they're supposed to be going, or there's extra things happening. And then we have to stop the process, reach out to the client, and start all over again. And it just makes everything take a lot longer. And sometimes we don't get everything that we need on a timely basis. So when you're switching bank accounts or getting a new credit card, it's just a super easy thing to send an email or make a phone call saying, "Hey, this is what I've got going on. What do you need me to do so that this is easier for you when it comes time to reconcile my books?" Another situation that has happened is people have received refunds from the IRS for tens of thousands of dollars without really knowing why. The check just came with absolutely no detail. They weren't even sure if the check was legitimate, but they deposited the check anyway. That's a huge red flag that you need to be calling your CPA, especially if you don't understand why you're receiving that refund when under normal circumstances you wouldn't. In one particular case, had I known about it prior, when they actually received the check over a year ago, it would have highlighted an issue we were not aware was an issue, and we would have been able to fix it sooner rather than later. But instead, it became this whole thing. I did not know about the check, and I finally found out about it with some, conversations with the IRS. But don't ever deposit anything if you're not sure what it is or what it is for. Call your accountant, call your CPA. So really what I'm trying to say is if there is anything major, anything super important that is going to affect the direction of your taxes or your business, it's very important that you call your accountant so that we can all be prepared. It's not just about us being prepared, but it's also so that we can prepare you for the things that need to happen in order to make things go as smoothly as possible. So, just something to keep in mind as we're going into the new year. Just remember, communication with your accountant is super important as you're moving forward. All right, you guys. So next week, I'm going to talk about divorce and partnership dissolutions. And the reason I'm putting those two together is because they are very, very similar. So that will be next week. We'll talk to you all soon. Take care.